Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happenings Today YouTube channel. Many drama is going on in Aso Rock. Wahala, like they will always say. And right now, the center stage is set. Aso Rock is in the center of it all. Bola Tinubu is being spoken of as former National Publicity Secretary and a top chieftain officer of APC is unveiling what is going on behind the scene in Aso Rock right now. And they're speaking forth. And many Nigerians are worried. Of course, another news which you're going to see here also very quickly. Reverend Father G.K. Baka, who actually came out at the initial stage willing to support even an old man as against Peter Obi, the young stingy man, is beginning to call out Bola Tinubu. And what he's saying is worth listening to. Well, before we go into the news, Papa, kindly subscribe to our channel. Let's quickly hit the ground running. Now, a former National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressive Congress APC, that's Yekini Nebana, has expressed disappointment with President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's choice of ministerial nominees. According to Nebana, Tinubu got it completely wrong with his ministerial nominees. According to him, some of the nominees are people who ought to be in jail as they have no business whatsoever in government. Now, speaking during an interview, APC chieftain noted that the caliber of persons Tinubu put together during his tenure as the Lagos State governor are far superior to those he assembled as ministers. Nebana describes most of the president's ministerial nominees as desperate politicians who don't want to leave the corridors of power. He also added that some of the nominees are failed governors who have nothing to offer at the federal level. In his words, and I quote, "I want to put on record that I am still a member of APC till tomorrow. But as a member of the party, I will tell you that I am disappointed with the caliber of persons President Tinubu assembled. President Tinubu has always boasted about the quality of persons he assembled as the governor of Lagos State. And you can truly see how they have been nurtured to become influential leaders. But as far as the capacity of the people he assembled as ministers are concerned, he got it completely wrong. Yes, I know. He has no choice because he cannot wish them away since they all worked for his victory in their various states, especially the governors. The fact that politics has become the only business they know how to do. He cannot shut them out because they want to perpetually be in the corridors of power. I've always said that Lagos State cannot be the same as the whole country because some of its political allies are equally powerful persons in their state. At the national level, there are desperate politicians that don't want to leave the corridors of power. And I thought Asiwaju would have done what I thought Asiwaju would have done was to massage their influence by telling them to nominate persons that can do the work as compensation to them for what they did to ensure he won the election. It is disappointing seeing him nominate mostly past governors. People are angry that he went for former governors. Some of them are governors that failed in their state. Almost 90% of the governors Tinubu appointed minister failed their people in their state. They have nothing to offer at the federal level. Now, he even brings circle of failure. Speaking further, Nebana expressed fear that most of the nominees who have failed at lower levels will still continue the circle of failure at the federal level. He lamented further that some of the former governors might also find it difficult to take orders as they would still have the mentality of being in charge. He said, and I quote, What will even anger Nigerians more is that these failed governors are coming with the same crop of persons they worked with in their states to the national level. I have the feeling that the circle of failure will continue at the federal level because the governors are coming in with the same mentality of doing things. Another fear is that they are coming with the same in-charge mentality, and if they don't strike a balance, there will be a conflict of interest very soon. It is certainly going to take some time for those governors that were hitherto lords in their state to adjust being the king of the jungle in their state to the reality that they will be taking orders from a superior authority now. The APC chieftain submitted that some of the former governors who are now ministerial nominees should be in jail due to how they mismanaged their state resources while in power. He also added that some of the ministers might be the ones to prevent President Tinubu from performing well in office. In his view, instead of bringing them back to power, they should have been sent to jail. Most of them are supposed to be in jail, but they have been appointed ministers. How do you justify that? Many of them did not even give account of the funds given to them as governors. Most of the former governors appointed ministers are supposed to be in jail. They cannot even show what they used the funds given to them to do as state governors. Many of them, especially from the northern part of the country, collected money from the CBN as agricultural loans to subsidize fertilizer and other farming implements, but they have nothing to show for the loans because they did not give to the farmers, but the money was originally meant for. They gave all the manners of flimsy excuses, including the one that flood ravaged the farms, yet they are the same crop of party leaders that President Tinubu has assembled as his ministers. My concern is that I don't even know the magic Tinubu will perform with this set of human beings. Yes, Asiwaju has shown that he's ready to work, but how is he going to perform with people that are an authority unto themselves and former executive officers in the state they are coming from? Will they be loyal to him, or they will start to hatch plan B to run down the government? If he had brought fresh people, be sure they will give him their maximum best. But not these old brigadiers that will come with the same set of people, including the contractors they used as governors. So we should not expect the best brain to do the work. Asiwaju has confirmed that politicians are recycled products by giving Nigerians a set of bad politicians that did not mean well for their state. We need fresh people that will help the president, not destroy us like the crop of people he assembled. Mr. President thinks he's doing them a favor by helping him to win his election, but they will be the ones to destroy him. Since they don't want to leave the corridors of power, they will soon start plotting the next political move. Some of them will be so aggrieved with the release of the portfolios for the ministers, they will feel shortchanged, yet they will not step aside, but will remain inside to foment trouble and frustrate the government. Mbana submitted. Wow. He's still an APC chieftain, and he's saying it the way it is. I could still remember when Arise Rufai said something. Said, so all the ministerial seats we're all waiting for, in all of this is just former governors. All of this, we are waiting for the people, the assembling of best brains, people that work with him to change narrative. All of them ex-governors. And from their states, how good were they? For want of time, let's meet in our comment section. What's your take on this submission? If you ask me, I think it's a thumb up. But then again, what's your take on what he submitted? He's the chieftain of APC, so he's speaking from an insider point of view.